Deep in the annals of Roman history, where legends are born and myths are woven amidst tales of emperors and gladiators, of epic battles and grand conquests, lies the story of a soldier, a general, a man named Gaius Suetonius Paulinus. His name echoes through time, resonating with the valor and strategy that defined his era, whispered in the halls of Roman villas, where the elite spoke of his deeds and shouted on the battlefields of Britannia. He was a man of unwavering courage, a brilliant tactician, and a leader who inspired his men, a true son of Rome. This is his story, a tale of determination and triumph. Born into an aristocratic family surrounded by wealth and privilege, Paulinus's life was destined for greatness. From a young age, he was immersed in the traditions of Rome. He was groomed for a life of military and political leadership. He learned the art of war, mastering the strategies that would lead him to victory, the intricacies of Roman law, understanding the rules that governed the empire, and the burden of command. His early years were marked by rigorous training, both physical and mental, instilling in him the discipline and determination that would define his career. This foundation prepared him for the challenges ahead, shaping him into a formidable leader. Paulinus's education was not confined to dusty scrolls and stuffy classrooms. He craved the thrill of the battlefield, the clang of steel, the roar of legions clashing. He honed his skills in the legions, rising through the ranks. He learned from seasoned veterans, hardened by countless campaigns. He witnessed firsthand the brutal realities of war, the discipline required for victory, the chaos of defeat. His courage and tactical acumen did not go unnoticed. He quickly ascended the ranks, earning the respect of his men and the admiration of his superiors. His name became synonymous with victory, his presence a guarantee of Roman might. He was a soldier's soldier, leading from the front, sharing the hardships of his men and inspiring them to achieve the impossible. Paulinus's star continued to rise, shining brighter with each passing year. He was appointed governor of Mauritania, a volatile province in North Africa known for its rich history and strategic importance. There he faced a new kind of enemy, fierce tribesmen fighting for their land and freedom, determined to resist Roman domination at all costs. But Paulinus, adaptable and resourceful, proved more than a match for them. His strategic mind and innovative tactics turned the tide in favor of Rome. He led his legions through the scorching deserts and rugged mountains, crushing rebellions and securing Roman rule with unwavering determination. His victories in Mauritania solidified his reputation as a skilled commander and a shrewd administrator, earning him respect and admiration. He understood that true victory lay not just in military conquest, but in establishing peace and order, ensuring long-term stability. He implemented Roman law, built roads and infrastructure, and fostered trade, bringing prosperity to the region and improving the lives of its inhabitants. His time in Mauritania was a testament to his multifaceted abilities, a prelude to the challenges that awaited him in the wild lands of Britannia, where new adventures and trials would test his mettle once again. In 60 AD, Paulinus received a new and daunting assignment: governor of Britannia. The island, recently conquered by Emperor Claudius, was a seething cauldron of resentment and rebellion. Celtic tribes, fiercely independent and resistant to Roman rule, posed a constant threat to the fledgling province. Paulinus, ever the pragmatist, knew that a firm hand was needed to maintain control. He embarked on a series of campaigns to subdue the rebellious tribes, pushing deeper into the island's untamed interior. His legions marched through dense forests and across treacherous marshes, confronting fierce warriors who fought with the fury of cornered wolves. Paulinus, however, was not easily deterred. He understood the importance of asserting Roman dominance, of crushing any hope of resistance. Section 5. The Fires of Revolt. But while Paulinus campaigned in the north, a storm was brewing in the south. The Iceni tribe, under their queen Boudicca, rose up in open rebellion. The Romans had subjected the Iceni to humiliation and abuse, pushing them to the brink. Boudicca, a charismatic and ruthless leader, rallied her people and neighboring tribes, unleashing a wave of fury upon the Roman settlements. Roman towns were sacked and burned, their citizens slaughtered without mercy. The rebellion spread like wildfire, threatening to engulf the entire province. News of the uprising reached Paulinus, forcing him to abandon his campaign in the north and march south to confront this new and deadly threat. The fate of Roman Britain hung in the balance. Section 6. The Battle for Britain. Paulinus, with his characteristic decisiveness, gathered his legions and marched south. He knew he was outnumbered, outmatched in ferocity, but not in discipline or strategy. He chose his battleground carefully, a narrow defile where the Celtic chariots would be rendered useless. The stage was set for a confrontation that would decide the fate of Britannia. The Battle of Watling Street was a clash of titans. The Celtic warriors, fueled by rage and a thirst for vengeance, fought with unmatched ferocity. But the Roman legions, a well-oiled machine of discipline and training, held their ground. Paulinus, a calm presence amidst the chaos, directed his troops with precision, exploiting every weakness in the Celtic lines. Section 7. The Price of Victory. The Roman victory at Watling Street was decisive. The rebellion was crushed, the Celtic forces routed. Boudicca, facing defeat, is said to have taken her own life rather than be captured by the Romans. Paulinus had saved Roman Britannia, but not without a cost. The rebellion had exposed the fragility of Roman rule, the simmering resentment that lay beneath the surface. The aftermath of the rebellion was a time of reckoning. Paulinus, ever the pragmatist, understood the need for both punishment and reconciliation. He instituted harsh measures to quell any further uprisings, but also sought to address the grievances that had fueled the rebellion. He knew that true peace could only be achieved through a balance of force and diplomacy. Section 8. Caesar's loyal servant. Paulinus's actions, however, did not sit well with everyone. His harsh reprisals, seen by some as excessive, drew criticism from Rome. Nero, the emperor, eager to distance himself from the rebellion and its consequences, recalled Paulinus to Rome. His career, it seemed, had reached an abrupt and unceremonious end, but Paulinus was not destined for obscurity. When Nero's excesses led to open revolt, Paulinus remained loyal to the empire. He served under Otho during the tumultuous year of the four emperors, his experience and counsel proving invaluable in the chaotic struggle for power. Even in the twilight of his career, Paulinus remained a steadfast servant of Rome. Section 9. A legacy shrouded in mystery. The final chapter of Paulinus's life is shrouded in mystery. History records no grand finale, no heroic last stand. Some accounts suggest he met a natural death, his body weary from a lifetime of campaigns. Others whisper of a quiet retirement, his final days spent reflecting on a life lived on the edge of empire. The exact circumstances of his death remain unknown, lost to the mists of time. But one thing is certain: Gaius Suetonius Paulinus, the conqueror of Mauritania, the victor of Watling Street, the savior of Roman Britain, lived and died a soldier, his name forever etched in the annals of Roman history. Section 10. A general's general. Gaius Suetonius Paulinus was more than just a conqueror. He was a brilliant strategist, a skilled tactician, a leader who inspired loyalty and respect in his men. He understood the art of war, the delicate balance between force and diplomacy, the need to adapt to ever-changing circumstances. His campaigns, from the deserts of Africa to the forests of Britain, were testaments to his military genius. He faced down rebellions, crushed enemies, and expanded the frontiers of the Roman Empire. But he also understood the importance of securing peace, of establishing order in the wake of conquest. Section 11. The enduring legacy of Gaius Suetonius Paulinus. Gaius Suetonius Paulinus's legacy is complex and multifaceted, reflecting the turbulent times in which he lived. He was a product of his time, a man who lived by the sword in an era of constant warfare and political intrigue. He was a loyal servant of Rome, a defender of its interests, an embodiment of its military might and strategic prowess. But he was also a figure of controversy, a man whose actions sometimes sparked debate and criticism among his contemporaries and historians alike. His brutal suppression of the Boudiccan Revolt, while securing Roman rule, also highlighted the human cost of empire, the simmering resentment that lay beneath the surface of Roman control, and the lengths to which Rome would go to maintain its dominance. Yet his story, like the Roman Empire itself, is a reminder of the enduring power of ambition, the allure of conquest, and the enduring legacy of those who dared to shape the course of history. His actions, both celebrated and condemned, continue to be studied and debated, offering valuable insights into the complexities of leadership and the costs of empire.